Welcome guys, how are you doing? And I've brought a simple circuit of a Tesla coil. You can see that my secondary coil is around 11 centimeter and the diameter of my PVC pipe is around 2 centimeter, which is pretty low for this purpose. But anyways guys, you can see that I am exciting 225 watts fluorescent bulbs with this Tesla coil.
Nice.
Let's just forget my coil and let's see my secondary coil, how much excites the bulbs. You can see this a tube rod of fluorescent and it is lighting up pretty well, but not that much because the diameter of my Tesla coil is very low. So now I can show you that this is the circuit which I used, and that's pretty much it. I'm using a 12 volts wall adapter and with a DC jack. Now my transistor is a built-in tip 122 Darlington pair transistor, and you don't need 2 or more transistors. Now with the heat sink and potentiometer to adjust the best resistance for my circuit, I'm also using a 5 watt resistor. This is a capacitor which is 30 nanofarad, and you don't have to take a capacitor of a higher value. Now these are the two resistors which goes to the positive side of the circuit, and then the positive side of the circuit combines with the resistance of the potentiometer and other resistor and goes to the base. So these are the 15 turns of my primary coil, which are of the same gauge of wire, which is 30 gauge copper wire. And now you can see that I am using an LED or a Schottky diodes. I brought Schottky diodes from the shop, but the shopkeeper scammed me and those were not Schottky diodes. This LED is pretty good. And now you can see that I am using a small top load, and also I am using a 30 gauge enameled copper wire. This is a Vero board, and I am now transferring all my circuit to the Vero board. So guys, let's just start it. I take a start with soldering all the resistor and screw terminals. You can see that my soldering is not much perfect, but I am putting very little bit of solders to get the best results, because too much solder is not good. So sorry to say you guys that this circuit does not work on the Vero board, because all the soldering was correct, but this foolish primary coil did not work. Now I can show you the results. I have transferred all my circuit to the breadboard and it is not working just because of this primary coil which I use. And you can see this potentiometer is not providing sufficient resistance to my circuit, so I throw it, and I wonder that there is something wrong with my primary coil. So you can see that all the circuit is pretty much same, but the Tesla coil is not working. The capacitor is same and the LED is same, all the other things are same. And now when I fix the primary coil, you can see this idiot tower is arcing towards its on. And now after adjusting some of the primary turns and reducing one more turn, you can see that this circuit comes to life again. I hope you guys can see the data sheet of tip 122 Darlington pair transistor, which is an NPN transistor, and I want to say that you have to choose a capacitor of a lower rating, which has lower charge rating, or if you will not use it, then you will be consuming much of the time storing the charge in the capacitor, and then capacitor will not give the that sufficient current to the circuit. So thank you guys.